Hello friends, my name is Hako and welcome into the channel. Today I want to talk about how the 5.0, the new region in Genshin, the Natlan region, kinda cured my Genshin burnout. So, little bit of backstory, super quick. I started Genshin the first week of its release. I, as many people around the world, fell madly in love with the game. Absolutely freaking love the game. Then, you know, the burnout kind of started to set in once, you know, you hit that wall where you could not progress. And like there was nothing new to do. And, you know, it resorted back to the old, like, artifact grind day after day. And with the daily quests being an absolute chore to do, has led me to, throughout the years, like, be very on and off with Genshin. It's like I come back, I play it for like a passionate burst. Then I remember why I quit, you know, and then it is just a vicious cycle of it. But I would like to proclaim that I am now, I'll say it, Genshin. What's the opposite of Genshin free? Genshin addicted. So I am back into Genshin and I've actually had no problems keeping up with it since the release of Natlan. Now this is an absolutely beautiful region. It kind of feels like you're, you know, walking around on prehistoric Earth. Like you have dinosaurs and you have a lot of really, really cool stuff. Now, do we kill them to get their teeth? Yes. They're really pretty to look at, like while they're still alive. So, one of the main reasons I have been very on and off with Genshin is because of the daily quest. The daily quest has been an absolute freaking bother to do. And I don't know, it's just felt like a chore. I've seen arguments be like, oh, they only take 10 minutes every day. Yeah, but 10 minutes of something that, you know, feels very dull and like a chore every day is going to burn you out. They've added this little tab in the commissions. So basically, spending your energy will allow you to claim your daily quests. So like spending energy becomes the equivalent of, you know, having done your daily quests, which means that you don't need to do your daily quests. Like since I got back into Genshin now, like this time, I haven't had to do a single daily quest, and it is absolutely fantastic. And yes, this does count for like the condensed resin. So if you're a little bit stretched on time, you know, in the good old days, you had to, like, there was no getting around doing your daily quest if you wanted your daily reward. But now you can pop in and, like, in 20 seconds, just craft a couple of condensed resins, and you will have met the threshold for this. So you can just claim it, you can go talk to Catherine, and bada bing, bada boom, no daily quests. And I honestly think that, like, I attribute that to, like, be the biggest reason why I managed to stick with it, like, now for as long as I have. Another thing is that the characters, like, I don't know, I feel like everything before Natlan are like 1.0. And they finally given us the characters that are 2.0. What's shocked me for a long while with Genshin is, like, you have this super big open world. Why don't we have more crazy stuff? Why don't we have, unlike, we have no mounts, we have no vehicles. Why isn't there, you know, crazier ways of mobility? Why, you know, why when we were in Leeway did we not get, you know, some firework girl? I guess in Asuma with Yoimiya. Like, why can't Yoimiya get on a big ass rocket and, you know, just launch herself up on that mountain? I don't know. Or, like, you know, anything like that. For the longest time, Sayu, you know, rolling around as Sonic was the best thing we had. But now with Natlan, every character has some sort of, like, you know, kind of crazy mobility. So, do you see this character? She's the newest character to the game. She's currently on the banners. Her name is Shaska, and her elemental skill is that she rides a gun. And now this is hecking badass, you can ride it pretty fast. I'm just gonna see if I can refill it somewhere. Because you have like a meter. Oh, there we go. Up ahead. You have a meter specific to Natlan, which is just above my HP bar, which will drain after the initial meter is over. So, like, here comes the kicker with all of the cool Natlan movements. they are like 10% as good or 20% as good outside of Natlan, which is a little bit of a shame. So, like, look at us now, just, you know, taking off. And you can fly this upwards, you can fly it downwards, you can, like, aim it, you can shoot. This is maybe the most fun character they've ever done. And she followed in the steps of, you know, some of the other probably most fun characters they've ever done. Meet Kinish, that can swing around on a vine. Like, let's do it again. Woo! Wait, I'm supposed to be able to double click it, right? Give me a sec. Look at that, beautiful. And another pure favorite, and you can also like transition into your Natlan characters on a certain cooldown. But one of my other favorites that was on the banner, you know, when Natlan dropped, and that I just freaking loved her. So, as anybody that's followed the channel for, you know, a bit will know, I'm a big fan of sharks. What does she do? She rides around on this really freaking cool shark, and I love everything about it. And this is great for mobility, like absolutely, you know, phenomenal for mobility. Once again, the extra meter at the bottom is only available in Natlan, so, you know, the efficiency of it, if you were to go to Montaigne, is very much reduced. Very much reduced. Is it still excellent for movement outside? Yes, but it is phenomenal in Natlan. And, you know, when I pulled these characters, when I felt these characters, you know, I just felt like this is what Genshin should have been, you know, kind of from the beginning. So, like, when they released the Water Nation, why didn't we get, you know, Mulani, like, you know, the guy or the girl surfing on a shark in the Water Nation? Should we go somewhere beautiful? I feel like everywhere is beautiful in Fontaine. But like, yeah, we got Fontaine, but we didn't really get anybody with any crazy movement like speeds relating to water. Like, you know, imagine if they had released Mulani, and, you know, she would have been able to like do something with her shark in the water. Like, you know, just more characters like that. Like, do you see how nice this is? Like, this is just amazing. We can switch to Shaska, we can ride our gun. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, how fun is this? Ooh, hello, angry seahorse.
Be free. The Lord of the Night.
She deals so much damage, she's actually insane. I don't know, like so many of these changes are things that I feel like should have been there for such a long time. So what my Genshin killer was back in the day was actually Honkai Star Rail. At the time of the release of it, I was deeply invested in the Genshin, played it every day. You know, still a little bit on and off than Honkai Star Rail released. And I don't know, I feel like they just, you know, they took kind of the complaints a lot of people had about Genshin, and they kind of, you know, fixed many of them. Many of them, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them. And it became my favorite gacha I'd ever played. And I still, to this day, play Honkai Star Rail, and I've never taken like an extended break for that one. But now in Genshin, they've done like some really freaking good stuff, like so many stuff in the right direction. Instead of having 160 max energy, we have 200, which, you know, why isn't it 240? Also, there is still no backup energy systems. Like, if you cap this out, your energy literally goes wasted, which both Honkai Star Rail and Zenless on Zero, which is the game I cover the most, they all have that system. So
When you lose your way,
it's like stuff like that, like, you know,
can bring some perspective.
come on, Genshin. They are, you know, the leaders of the industry. I wish they also were at the forefront and the leaders of the quality of life stuff, of the optimization and whatnot. And also on the banners, there is now not a 55 there is no longer a 50-50. It is instead 55-45, like, to your favor. There's a 10% chance whenever you lose a 50-50 that lost 50-50 will turn around and become like the event banner character if you're pulling on the event banner. I haven't had this happen yet. While it's been implemented, I've lost 50-50s, I think 3 times. Once to Mona, once to Shishi. Again. So I haven't gotten to experience that, but, you know, the rates are not great. So anything that, you know, tips the scales just slightly in your favor is, you know, obviously a good thing. For me, getting rid of the daily quest, or, you know, streamlining it and giving me a very accessible way to, you know, skip them, adding in more crazy characters that, you know, have a lot of mobility built into them. Like, it just does so much. Like climbing has always sucked. Like, climbing usually sucks in games. And, you know, the fact that it took until the 5th nation until we got, you know, someone with an elemental skill that could actually, you know, scale cliffs in a decent way is a little bit mind-boggling. But, you know, now it's finally here, and hopefully it only goes upwards from here. And I have honestly enjoyed my time back on it after Natlan so freaking much. Even the storytelling has, like, gotten a big boost as well. Now, I've always said this, that Genshin has an amazing story to tell, but they are lacking a lot in the way that they tell the story. Like, the story is good, the storytelling is kinda rough, it's kinda bad, it's a lot of fluff, it's a lot of jap, it's a lot of, like, taking away control of your character. And, you know, you just have to listen to Paimon going meh, 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 for 20 minutes, and, you know, you just zone out. I feel like they've done much more, like, good stuff in Natlan. Like, there's more, like, a lot more pre-rendered, you know, action cutscenes, a lot more cool fights and whatnot. And this is the newest area that we got just a few days ago. What's the official name of it? It's called the Natlan. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but yeah, this area is pretty freaking dope. So yeah, did the 5.0 and Natlan kill my Genshin Burnout? Yes, it did. A lot of stuff in the right directions, you know, maybe a lot of stuff that should have been here a long time ago, but now they are here, and, you know, the game honestly right now feels better than I've probably ever felt Genshin feeling. I feel like most of my gripes, most of my, you know, big thorns in the side are gone.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
And it's also refreshing seeing them, you know, take a lot of steps in the right direction, and hopefully the steps will just continue on. So yeah, let me know in the comments, have you gotten back into Genshin after 5.0? Are you staying, like, have you tried it? Have you burned out? Like, let me know your situation with Genshin. Like, have you experienced burnout? What did cure it? You know, let me know your story. I'd really, like, you've heard me jap about mine now for a long as while. So let me hear yours. I'm interested in it, because I feel like, you know, when it comes to Genshin, I feel like everybody has at least tried this game at some point. And for one reason or another, you know, stuck with it, or for one reason or another, you know, felt away from it. And I do love the world. I do love the characters. And I'm honestly thrilled to see that, you know, so many steps in the right directions are being taken. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, you know, thumbs up. And I cover all of the Hoyo games. Well, I cover Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero, with an emphasis on Zenless Zone Zero. So if you're into that, please feel super free to, you know, subscribe to the channel. It would help out a bunch. And I would love to see you again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.